We now focus on beginner investors as analysts look to advise on how to start on this journey, especially in shaky economic times. This marks a part of a public awareness campaign dubbed Money Smart Week, and Business Development Manager at Satrix Investments, Duma Mxenge, speaks to us about this. Thank you so much for your time, Duma. It's exciting when we talk about beginner investors, but it's a precarious economic time that we are living in. So let's talk about where a beginner starts in their investment journey.
Hi, Jimmy. Good morning, and also good morning to your audience. I guess, when you look at, the current, market landscape, as you have rightly sort of positioned it, yes, there's a lot of volatility, a lot of uncertainty, and when we do analysis, we do an analysis based on present times. But, what we have seen, especially with the equity market, is that if you take a long-term view, is that, things sort of, work out, for the better. And what we're trying to tell first-time investors is that, don't try and be a professional from day one. What you need to really look at and sort of focus on is to have a plan, understand the market, take a long-term view, have a goal, and just stick right through it. Is that what we've seen historically, and then we also believe that in the future that the equity markets should actually provide you the desired returns or growth that you want.
And the beauty is that you don't necessarily have to do this by yourself. I mean, you can leave it in others' hands who are more skilled, especially as a beginner in investing, the likes of exchange-traded funds, tax-free saving accounts. Talk to us about what is available in the market for someone who's starting out.
Sure. Perhaps let me start with the exchange-traded funds, which is also commonly known as an ETF. So basically, the solution or the solve that an ETF is trying to propose or to offer to first-time investors is that we provide you with a basket of shares. So as opposed to looking at the JSE where you have north of 180 odd stocks on the JSE and being confused in terms of which one to buy, what we are able to provide you with an ETF is a basket of shares. Let's take, for example, the top 40, in our case, our flagship product, which is the Satrix Top 40. There, we basically providing first-time investors exposure to the 40 largest, biggest companies listed on the JSE. And the beauty with that is that every quarter, we actually refresh the portfolio automatically for you. So if there's any counters or companies that actually underperform, they get replaced by companies which are better performing companies that don't actually form part of the top 40 share. So you don't have this hang up that you actually are invested in the wrong company and underperforms. All you care about and the comfort that you have is that you're holding the top 40 shares. And then I guess you also touched on the ETF, which is a great introduction. Exchange traded TFSA, which is the tax-free savings account. We prefer to call it the tax-free investment account because of the benefits of the tax-free around capital gains, dividends, as well as interest. So there you don't pay anything. Now, for you to actually really enjoy the benefit of a tax-free account is you have to actually hold it for the long haul, allow compounding to take its place or impact.
Investing, of course, is a long game, Duma, and part of the interest of this conversation is that we're talking about investing for beginners. So who are we talking about here? Particularly in South Africa, we have a challenge when it comes to saving. We do not have too much in our pockets that we could actually use as an outlet for investment or saving. However, there's a case to be built around how much of a pressure point this could cushion if one is investing for a longer period of time, even investing for your own children or nephews and nieces.
100%. So we have a saying internally in our business, and that is if you earn an income, any income, whether it's a wage or a salary or pocket money, in our view, you're an investor. So you don't have to be a millionaire for you to actually invest. Our platform also allows that, so we don't have any minimum. So for as little as 10 Rand, you can actually invest in our products. So as I say, the Satrix Top 40, we also offer, global products such as MSCI World or EM. Those who are interested in China or India, we do provide that, again, for as little as 10 Rand. So the quantum on the amount that you need to invest, in our view, that shouldn't be a problem. I guess the biggest thing around investing is to have a goal, stick to that goal, and also understand that this is a long-term horizon that you need to take. Similar to, when you're starting off on the new role, is that you need to give yourself time to actually immerse yourself to understand what it is that you're doing. Same thing when you start off, joining varsity in first year, is that typically any degree, junior degree or even honors degree, takes 3 to 4 years. So investing in its very nature is, it's not a short game. You have to take the long game and also, empower yourself by learning and understanding the market.
Thank you so much for your insights. Duma Mxenge of Satrix talking to us about investing for beginners, marking Money Smart Week right here on the Business Desk. And